Bam! Here we go. Welcome to Apex After Dark. We have two distinguished guests, Dirk and Murph. Murph and Dirk from Ballad of Celestials. Hello, hello.
Hello, good morning, I guess. Depends.
Yeah.
Depends where you're all in the world, but yeah.
Yeah, man. It's morning now.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Let's go and say hello to the beautiful chat that we have today. Or this morning, we have, of course, Devil Flyer, rehearsed, ready to go. Hail. We also have Mark Zunga. Hail, thanks for showing up.
Nice.
And yeah, we have another Devil Flyer. Yeah, we'll have more people coming on, I'm sure. So, guys, how did you guys meet, and how did you guys come up with the Ballad of Celestials?
So, I started writing the Ballad of Celestials about 20 years ago after I saw the Lord of the Rings movies. I loved them so much, it just sparked my creativity, and I've been writing a bunch of different novels for the longest time. Derek and I met at work. We were co-workers, and we both always liked comic books and everything, but I never really even mentioned the comic book. Derek, you want to talk about it too, or do you want?
No, I mean, you're doing good.
Okay.
I'll talk about it in a minute.
We would talk about Marvel and DC and all that stuff that was going on, and we were at a training that was it was terrible. It was like a whole week type of training. People are just talking, not telling us anything we don't know or anything. So Derek starts doodling, and he draws this Batman, and it's like a great Batman face. And I'm like, my God, that's ridiculously good. And he's like, yeah, I draw. And I was doodling. It was nothing even like that. And because of that, the other funny thing is he snuck out of the training, and there was actually a con going on in the same building because it was a huge building. So he went out and he took pictures with a guy in Deadpool where I couldn't leave because he left, like the teacher could see it. So I was stuck and he's having fun. But then I realized how much he liked comics with going to that con and everything while he should have been at the training. And so that kind of opened me up to telling him, be like, I've been writing this story for this many years, and kind of telling him a lot of stuff's out of my head, but then there's all this stuff in mythology, and kind of go down the rabbit hole of all these mythologies on how they kind of intertwine and stuff with giants. And he kind of then went down the whole rabbit hole himself, seeing all these different things. He loved it. And I kept telling him more about the book. And I think just at one point we were like, let's try to do this. Cause I don't think I had about 10 to 12 planned, but I don't think I would have ever put it out there or anything. It was more just, kind of a hobby and something that I liked. But, doing this together is like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to make a comic. And so
awesome.
That's where we are.
Let me go ahead and step in. There's my co-host, Devil Flyer. Hail, Devil Flyer.
Hey, guys.
All right.
Polishing up Jack Kirby.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Nice.
That's great.
Just got done with Stan Lee.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Dusty. I've got to show them tomorrow.
Yeah. Devil Flyer has a channel, of course. You guys go ahead and subscribe. And it's pretty much live streams almost every day, I think.
Oh, every day, 7 days a week. Been doing it for 26 days in a row. So
nice.
Damn, that's cool. All right, getting back here. Let's go ahead and check up on your campaign. Let me go ahead and go and share. I'm getting used to the share screen here. It takes a little bit of work. There we go.
It does. It takes a minute to get the hang of the ropes.
Heck yeah, man. All right, here we go. We Chrome tab. Here we go. And that. Share. Let's see how your campaign is doing. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Yeah, we're at $1,406, 40 backers, 59 days left to go. Wow, we got to hurry it up. No.
That's right.
Damn. All right, let's go ahead and look at this beautiful trailer, shall we? All right. Oh, wait a minute. I shared. Oh,
Is divided.
I'm going to go start over. All right, here we go.
Before the ancient flood, continents are connected. Mankind is divided, and the celestials are perched in wait. Because of this, an evil force arises to conquer the earth. Mare and his small group of warriors encounter this evil and are thrust into a crisis that will disrupt the fate of humanity.
Hail, hail, hail. All right. Great. That's a nice
job,
trailer.
guys.
God, makes me want to play some damn music.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Red Gaze. Red Gaze helped us do that trailer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's Derek's band. He's in a
what?
band.
Yeah.
What's the name of your band?
Ugly Tongue.
That's awesome. All right, guys, let's go through this campaign of yours. Select a perk. All 3 variant covers for $45.
Yeah.
So when do you got going? Okay, it's physical and digital. You get a digital copy and a physical 3. What you said? 3 physical copies with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great deal, man. Great deal. Then we have the issue digital copy for those of you who would like to watch comics on screen for $7. Nice. And you get an issue 1 standard cover for $15. So how many pages is this? Oh, it's 30. Okay. Well, that's pretty fair. Then you get a Ballad of Celestials homage cover. That is, of course, the Mike Zeck homage, which I bought. I could not resist that one.
Thank you.
Nice.
Damn. I think I have that, the original Captain America and Wolverine slicing it up. And I had, I think it was, Black Panther's trying to slice Cap's shield. That homage to Mike Zeck. Then I'll have the 3rd of the Ballad of Celestials. So that's 3 completions of that cover.
Nice.
Then you have a beautiful wraparound cover. Now, who drew the cover for that one?
Derek.
Yeah, I drew it.
Derek. Nice. Good job, man.
Yeah, thank you. We had Peter Palmiotti ink it.
Yes. I had him a couple of weeks ago.
He did a good job.
Yeah, last week. You're right. Last week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he inked the other 2 covers. The homage cover I did completely digital and did it myself. And but I hand drew everything else, and then Peter inked the team cover or standard cover and the wraparound cover.
That is sweet. All right. Then I guess that's about it for this one. Are you guys going to have any, let's say, maybe what do you call it, stretch goals or anything like that?
Yeah, we have stretch goals listed down on the bottom. So our first one will be when we hit 3,000. If you keep going down.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more art to see.
Oh, man, it's so good. Oh, look at this one. Look at giant horn creature. Holy crap. That's crazy. I like this one.
Yeah.
It's like a really great, fun, historical fiction in a way. Kind of a tale.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what we're going for.
That is sweet. Look at that. All these battle scenes.
And what time is that set in?
Before the flood.
Okay.
Oh. So I believe.
So the world is Pangea. There's no continents. Everything is connected.
Yeah, the Bible even talks about Pangea. It doesn't use that, but yeah.
Oh, here we go. You get
As
the
a
3,000 locked goal. You get the black and white metal trading card of Mirror in full armor.
Yeah.
Very cool. And if you reach 5,000, showing after 3,000, it's a mystery. So we'll figure it out when we get there.
That's right.
Yeah. Nice.
Stretch goals are kind of funny. Some people really want to know everything, and other people are like, well, if you just show us a couple. But I was like, well, we'll unlock them as we go. I feel like, the stretch goals don't have to be listed all the way out. So I think we're just going to wait.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. It's a whole different animal in a way.
I like that way. It's like pay to play.
That's right. You got to pay to play. Yeah. Instead of knowing everything, we know what to like 50,000. Okay. Yeah. So then the backers may get a little lazy and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And hey, we got a visit. Hey, we got J. Jones Jameson close with a Spider-Man rant.
That's awesome.
He's in character all the time. He knows that maybe the real JJJ. How do we know that?
Nice.
Very true.
Oh wow. So you have 100% of the pencils and inks finished, and you have out colors.
Who did your coloring?
Dijo Lima.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's worked for Marvel and DC, and we found him just going on Facebook looking for people that colored, and we just loved his colors. So far he's done all 3 of our covers, and he's done 5 of our pages in our book. So hopefully we can keep him for the 25 that we still have left that need to be colored.
Oh, that would be great. That'll be great.
All the drawing and inking's been done by Dirk.
Oh shoot.
Or at least for 6 issues, then you can put a trade paperback together, huh?
Yeah. What would I'd actually like to do is, how I'm writing these is each book is an act like in a movie. So every story will be per 3 comics. And what I would like to do then, so after like the 9th one, the 10th will be kind of a one that brings them all together, like a trilogy, and sums it all up. So for the long run, hopefully, comic 1 through 10 is kind of a whole arching story of like 3 movies into one, then 11 through 20, then 21 through 30, kind of keep it simple for everybody, and kind of go off with the novels that I already had written in a way to kind of fit all together for the world. So
wow, that's crazy. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess people are working in Marvel and DC. Seems like the rates haven't been going up in the past 10 years, and then they're slowly kind of edging out in a way. And the creators are going, well, I really don't want to eat cat food for my life and stale beverages. So see what else is going on. How else can I make money? And hello, we have crowdfunding. We have Indie Comics, Comicsgate, which is great. Great supportive group. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my trailer once I get that.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
cool.
So yeah, let's see if I could do it right.
Sure, we're called racist, but oh well.
Oh, gee whiz!
Yeah.
All right.
Really, that doesn't even mean anything anymore. They've used it so much.
It really isn't.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They try slapping a face with it, like, ow. All right, let me see if I can. Let me see. Where am I at? Let's not be a boomer.
Don't dox yourself.
No doubt, man. I gotta stop at stream first. Where am I at? Stop screen. Okay.
The beautiful Tinkerbell. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, there's a Tinker. Beautiful. That is great.
Yeah.
And let's see. We got that. And
keep her dusted.
Oh, here it is. Oh, share audio. Great. Here we go. And blow it up.
Yeah, by Pedro. Pedro did this.
Awesome. I really like that logo.
Ah, thank you. Pedro Ang did the video for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
all
in
right.
color. At least yours was in color. Mine was black and white.
Oh yeah. Also, Devil Flyer has an ash can mailing list, and so you check it out. If any of our mods can put up the link to it, that'd be great.
Oh, I can do it.
Oh, thanks. You're a mod. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Oh, let's see what G. Jones Emerson has to say. Character? I'm quite the character. Spider-Man is a dastardly menace. And we got, Courtney's here. Hey, Courtney, what's up? All right. And we got much better than that Spider-Man menace. Yes, sir. Okay. That's J. Jonah Jameson, everybody.
What's his feelings on Venom? Does he hate Venom too or no?
Jonah, do you like Venom better than Spider-Man? We'll find out. He has to gather his thoughts on that one.
Sure, yeah. Hey, that's not an easy question, right?
Exactly, man. Hot damn. All right. Let's see. So are you guys let's see if we have Ballad. I don't know if it's changed or not. So we don't have so many people in the chat. Hey, if anyone's in the chat, go ahead and share this video. See if we can get some people more in the chat and get some eyes on this beautiful book, Ballad of the Celestials. Hail.
Thank you.
If we could do that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Let's see. I'm going to go and share again. What else should I share? Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. Spider-Man calls Venom. Venom is innocent.
Nice.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought that too, because like if you say something about Venom, he's not going to let it go. So, I mean, Venom's innocent. He's innocent.
Yeah. I don't think Jonah wants to be a painted target for Venom.
Yeah.
Not by any stretch of the imagination. Hey, we got the green laser.
Thank you
for showing up tonight. Ballad of the Celestials. Here's the link below. Yes.
Nice.
And if you guys can share this on the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, etc. Let's get some more eyes on this beautiful book here. Hell yeah. This will be great.
Yeah. We don't have anything on Instagram. That's probably something we need to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's another avenue right there.
Facebook's done nothing for us. We actually started with trying Facebook.
Yeah.
It's Twitter made the difference. There's so much of a bigger.
Yeah.
I think Twitter's the best promotion because seems like I have more followers. Oh, well, eventually I have more followers than,
Whoops, we lost somebody.
Oh no, we lost Dirk.
Kicking.
I didn't kick anyone. I think it's his internet or there he is. Hold on, let's get him back on. Here you go. Here he is.
Hey, sorry about that.
No problem.
I hit the wrong button, of course.
I bounced myself out at least 3 or 4 times.
I know, it's like Boomer City, man. I can't get away from it.
Get back to my own show. How do I get on? Oh man. So anyway, you guys, how long did it take you guys to actually come up with the story and draw it out?
Oh man.
Yeah, about 4 years, because getting it from what I had to the comic it's a complete different way, how to write a novel than how I've read a comic. And even the logo, like we put so much time into the logo. We've had like 4 or 5 different ones. Like we were really, trying to build the foundation. And so it took a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the logo is probably the hardest thing we came up with because every time we did it, it just wasn't right. This final one that you see now on our campaign is like I think it's the best, but it's also the one I was like, okay, this is it. And I felt that as soon as I got it done. So it was really rough.
Oh wow.
But the book itself, like, we had to learn everything because this is our first time, starting a comic book. I love comics and I've been drawing like comic characters for a very long time, but to actually make a book it's been different. And so,
Yeah.
like when Kevin and I started working on this, it was tough for him to even like take what he had already written and turn it into a script. Like we had to learn how to communicate that to each other so that I could draw the panels from his script.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was all a learning curve. Everything's been a learning curve.
Oh yeah.
My gosh. I
Yeah.
mean, the logo is very intricate. I see a lot of oh gosh, I don't know what kind of Egyptian like and cosmic at the same time. I don't know how you'd put a finger on it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. I love that you got that out of it because
Yeah.
I do want it to be a little bit like that.
Mhm.
I think it looks fantasy, you know,
Yeah.
but it also has a little bit in it. Like the line that divides Ballad from the Celestials right there is, you know, it's part of the T. That actually has a little bit of meaning from the story.
Yeah, we're not giving that away though.
I'm not giving it away, but it's, you know, but it is in the story. And then there's just little subtlety like that I'm like, okay, this one has a lot of meaning and it's really good. So we wanted to stick with it.
Wow. It has a bit of depth, a little bit of little thickness around where all the letters are.
Yeah.
Made from stone. That's
I
cool.
wanted it to look substantial, I guess you could say.
Wow. Very cool. All right. Well, we have the link for for Devil Flower's sign up page. Thanks, Razor, for doing that.
Yeah, because I was still looking for it.
We have Devil Flower's YouTube channel. You guys can go and search it out and subscribe, like, ring bell for notifications.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Very cool.
It reminds me, the lettering reminds me of the artists that did things for albums like Yes, very fantasy. I've got a whole book on his stuff, but I don't know his name.
Peter Max, would that be him or is somebody else?
No, it's not Peter Max, but
I'll have to look that up because that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think I know who you're talking about. The one that did let me think. Wishbone Ash, or one of those early 70s type bands, right? One of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, he did a plethora of. I had a whole book of his. Well, it's sitting right there. Let me get it. Just
that's awesome.
You'll see it.
Yeah,
I love that. I love those old album covers, though, and
I do too.
You know, growing up, that was some of my favorite things to just look at. I would look at album covers for hours.
Oh wow!
So,
hell, Shadowhawk, thanks for coming. All right. Yeah, I mean, my older brothers used to have a bunch of these album covers, like way back when I was growing up. I'm the youngest of my family. You know, got two brothers and of course mom and dad, and I've gone through like the cabinets when I was around 11, 12 years old, started checking out these old album covers for like the early 70s and late 60s. I'm like, those are just incredible.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. My mom and dad, my mom and dad had a bunch of albums, and I just remember getting in it and like looking at all of them, like from Kiss to just I mean, they had such a variety of music, and it was amazing to me that, you know, that all these artists were on there and then listening. So there was a lot of sensory things you could get out of that just by looking at the album. And I talk about it all the time. Kevin gets sick of me, but you know, we're missing so much in the music thing now that it's because of things like Spotify where you can get music instantly.
Yeah.
You're missing the experience.
Oh yeah, the Molly Hatchet album covers. Yeah, I know Green Laser, right?
Oh yeah, well, Frank Frazetta, he did Molly Hatchet.
Hold on. We got. Let me go in. Rex, there we go. Go ahead and show it.
Oh man.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I love that.
That's awesome.
What band is that?
Yeah, this is Roger Dean and Martin Dean, I suppose, the successor views of Magnetic Storm, and has
oh wow.
I mean, they have a number of things. It's pretty
great art.
Pretty thick book, yeah. It's
Oh, wow.
it
Really
has
cool.
like
Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
geez,
I
that's
mean,
cool.
just some stunning. But the what really grabbed me was the logos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there
That's
it
kind of
is.
what
There.
that's
That
kind
does
of
remind me of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Ah.
here's one, Paper Tiger, and
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Really
there you go.
yeah, I mean it's got a lot. I've had this book, I don't know when, but yeah, this is the old Yes concerts
Oh, nice.
okay. Yeah.
on stage.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
The pictures of the different theatrical things. I mean, in the early 70s, they did rock
That was
stage
amazing for that
sets.
time.
Yeah, 1973 through 1980. Because I
Oh,
saw them in the
man.
mid 80s, and they weren't near this elaborate.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And in the early days, Yes might even put makeup on like Kiss. Here you go. Here's some Yes Bronicle, 1975. See, they're like fiberglass stage things that they
Wow.
built.
Oh,
wow.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
cool.
yeah.
So cool.
That is amazing.
Look at this. Look at this elaborate
Oh,
staging.
God, that took some time to set up. Oh my
Yeah,
Oh, it
man.
did. Yeah, I never knew they did anything like this.
good
But I've
Lord, that's
had this
elaborate.
maybe since high school. I don't know. It's been a while.
That's
Let's
awesome.
see what year it is.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, beautiful stuff. The
Yeah,
dragon
very
and
beautiful.
Well,
Yeah, that's cool.
and back then they did use a little more flair. I mean, it just things seemed to have a better feel. And of course, I'm really influenced by a lot of the art from the 80s, the fantasy from the 80s.
Mhm.
Those
And
magazines.
Oh,
yeah.
woo, look at that.
Oh yeah.
The Tiatan? I don't know how you pronounce it.
1984. I was graduating high school,
Okay.
so I've had this book a while. But
Nice.
yeah, it's one of my favorite books for like logos and stuff. Look at this.
Oh my God, that is so
Oh,
cool.
that is
Ship.
amazing.
Blowing
It's
up
like-
ship.
Yeah, you can see the water churning.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
And that ship
I mean,
coming from the vessel all stacked up together.
I
That's
guarantee you
nuts.
this is War of the Worlds.
That's
you
like
know?
alien stuff, man.
The
Well, it was-
waters blowing up ships, and then the dystopian future
Oh
where
wow.
the ships are all in England, and the teams, the times.
Hey, that's an idea for your next book, guys. Hey, maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah,
maybe.
the
We
logos
might have to
really
get there.
reminded me
Yeah.
of your stuff. But
That's cool. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Man,
What a
that's
great
awesome.
comparison, because I mean, it really is. It's actually got a lot of similarity, but
Mhm.
I feel like that's my influence comes from a lot of this kind of stuff, even if it's subconscious.
Mhm.
I know that that's what I grew up in. So
the original
Oh.
Cats. I mean, they had theatrics,
Oh.
Oh
and stuff.
wow.
that's fun.
There's a little bit of everything in here.
Man, what
Yeah.
a treat. What a treat. Man.
But yeah, that this style really reminds me of yours.
Oh yeah, it does. I'm gonna
I
go.
love
I'm gonna go and take a look at that.
It's a
compared
pretty
to-
sharp font, pretty sharp,
Yeah.
form.
Wow.
Real
Yeah, it
colorful. Real colorful. Oh,
Yeah, it kind of is. Look at that. It's a bit
I
similar.
scored a
That's pretty
creature
cool.
from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, see that. Oh, that's
Collectibles, yeah.
that's my favorite Universal monster right there.
Slimer on the other side.
Slimer.
Slimer and the creature team up in the next Universal release movie.
The sequel.
I'll go watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, damn. Thanks for the showing us there, Devil
No
Flyer.
Yeah.
problem.
Fantastic. All right. And we have one dropped out. Okay.
I'm glad
somebody
I
will
had
come
that
back in.
handy.
Yeah, definitely, man. That is cool.
A name and a logo is just about as daunting. Can be harder to think up than the actual character.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
And I find that there's two different kind of creators. There's like when it comes to comics, there's the Jack Kirby's that over years' time create hundreds of characters, and then there's the John Romitas that may well, we need this character Wolverine. He comes up with one, or Punisher, and he comes up with another, and it maybe has two big hits that he helped kind of create. But Jack Kirby, he was creating something new every day.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It amazes me that some of these artists go a whole lifetime without really creating anything like Kirby did.
yeah, they're like jobbers, trying to make deadlines and
yeah.
Pretty
That's
much
true.
the workers of the company. They only had a chance to span out and create their own IPs.
Yeah.
Right.
And so,
Well,
go ahead.
And when Stan Lee and Kirby were together, I don't think it was a business at that time. It was more of what everyone was there because they loved it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's the difference. That's why that stuff is just so good.
Yeah,
Because it really is. It's not a business trying to sell something. It was artists trying to tell stories that they loved.
yeah. I think they really need to get back down to the brass tacks when you think about it. The old Marvel bullpen. I mean, these guys love their job. They're focused. They're into creation, and of course, in a way, the business comes with it when you think about it. Yeah. It's like some of these writers who are just writing comics just to get their Netflix deal. I mean, it doesn't work out that way. Especially with, Mark Millar, he did it just for the story and the purpose of it. If you create a great story with some great art, then of course maybe a TV show or a movie may come about because of that. And a lot of them don't really have that sort of focus. Just come up with a great story and great visuals. You'll have it and people will follow it. And it's like, whoa, we'll make a movie out of it. Great.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that if you tried to think of it, it would have like Transformers, Ninja Turtles, those would have never came out of business meetings. Like,
no.
You know what I mean? That you can't think that something like that would even make money, but because it's so entertaining and it's so unique, it's going to make money because people want it. That's interesting. That is something. Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to buy Ninja Turtles out of the back issue after the first 4 issues. Well, the first, they didn't have a number 1, but I got 2, 3, and 4, and then I started collecting it. And I wasn't even sure about it the first time I read the first issue, so I went back and got the other 2. It looks like an underground. I look back at the art today, it looks like an underground.
It is. It's like one of those outlaw comics from the 80s.
I mean, it really was an underground. I mean, it's one of those people that, they drew it in their bedroom or whatever, and then they started shilling it on the street, literally, like handing it out to as many people as they could. And then it grew, and it was one of those things that a lot of people didn't think it was going to hit, but it hit, and man, what a great IP now, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, and and it's probably the mark for almost all of us doing indie comics.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That is true. That is true.
A lot of the mainstream would have liked to have done that well.
Oh
yeah,
no doubt. Yeah.
Hey, we got Dojo Con Comics. Hello, hail Comics Game.
Hey, Dojo.
I can only be here a few minutes, but wanted to drop in and say hi. Well, hi. Thanks for showing up, Dojo Con Comics. Thank you. Yeah, he's the guy that actually connected me with the CG guide on the programs for Comicsgate channels, and so thanks to him, he put me on there. And thank you, Dojo Con Comics, for doing that for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, I struggled for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get it up there.
Here's Dirk back in. All right.
Hey. I did it again. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit something. Well, all the controls for me are down at that bottom part of my phone. And it's too easy to hit the back arrow. And that's what I did. And it pulled me right out. I was like, shoot. I did it.
Boomer.
Never do a live stream. Never host a live stream on your phone. That's a big mistake right there.
Oh, yeah. I won't do that.
I was invited to, I'm not going to mention his name, but I was invited to a live stream, right? He says, I had to do it on my phone. And I was the only guy using my laptop. he started, just bouncing out of his live stream. He started roboting. I couldn't understand him. I was like, okay. Hey, he dropped out. Went, hey, everybody. Hey, and I think he was arguing with his wife, and she was asking what he's doing and all this. I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little too personal moments here. I kept my composure. Like, yeah, thanks for having me on. So yeah, big lesson there. Never host a live stream on your phone, ladies and gentlemen. You end up bouncing yourself out there. Oh, okay. It was pros. Okay.
I would think that like you can tell the true fans, like who are artists that loved it as a kid, like George Perez, John Byrne, those that they say, man, if I did the Fantastic Four, I would do it this way. And they have a plan. They say, I want to be writer and artist on this.
Oh yeah.
Of course, everybody goes into it like that, but those are the ones that really succeed because you can see the love on every page.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh, and that's not just in art too. That's in anything. Anything. You can tell the people that are just there to clock in, clock out, or those that are inspired. And
would you like fries with that?
Yeah. I mean,
doesn't work,
right? That's what the current Marvel and DC writers are going to do. Would you like fries with that, sir?
Yes,
phoning it in, man. That's all they're doing.
Yeah,
sad. They have so many good characters.
Yeah,
so many stories.
Yeah, it's a waste.
And half of them are turning gay or gender swapping or race swapping and all that sort of stuff. Like, just create new characters.
But there is, no matter when Kirby came in, and Ditko and others, still there are those creators, I think, that have the opportunity, certainly, but can create a bunch of characters. And then there's some like Romita that kind of does what the writer tells him to do, and he doesn't create that many characters in a very long career.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm more the Kirby type. I've created hundreds of characters. That's what I really like. But thanks to CG, I'm not just sitting around world building.
Yeah.
Right.
You can do that all day long and enjoy it, but it doesn't pay the bills or doesn't, you can't share the love with anybody.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Design is my favorite thing too. I love to design characters.
Hey, do you mind showing us some if you have any, or I could share screen?
Powers.
I mean, no pressure or anything. Just.
I'm
trying to think how I can do it.
I mean, our covers, you can kind of see the our 5 main characters in this.
I think it's interesting that you said it in such an early time before the flood.
Oh yeah.
Well, there
cool.
was a couple reasons for that. I don't know which is probably the biggest, but for one instance, we can kind of do whatever we want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we can make
that's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
That's why I like Far Side, or Star Trek Voyager, because you're in deep space and you can do anything you want with the storyline. And I think certain writers paint themselves into a corner, or if you can come up with a great ideal and set it where there's no real boundaries except the ones that you set, the sky's the limit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Apex, I'm sorry.
Sir.
I'm on my phone and I don't have my, I'm not on my laptop where I can get on my hard drive.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just show the campaign.
But what I would do is go up to the team cover so we can view the 5 main characters of the story.
All right, let's do that.
And we can kind of look at the diversity of characters.
Oh,
there.
Here we go. Like right here?
Well, that's part of it. That is the cover broken down. But if you go up, you'll see them all together on the one sheet.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So if you look at the top, that the woman is, her name's Zune. And, of course, she's got more of an Asian ethnicity, I would say. So we're still pulling regions, we're still going to pull some regions. There's going to be people who who are going to have ethnical backgrounds.
Mongolian would be good.
Yeah, and it's and at this time, because it's Pangea, we're going to play with those regions. We're not going to name it as China or Japan or Mongolia even.
You'll be able to see their skin and facial features.
Yeah. So
are there horses?
Cultures today. Yeah, there's
horses.
Okay.
But they're going to have some normal things that we recognize in our own world, but then there's going to be things that we're going to play with, and so like more of a barbaric look to him. So the guy on the left, we call him Adelburn, we call him Burn for short. He's a little more, he's a little more on the Germanic, barbaric side of things.
Culture-wise, you think of like Russia, kind of type of person, if you would.
And the Germanic people were more barbaric, and they were considered that during, whenever they fought the Romans. And I was like, well, let's make him a little more in the barbarian sense of things. So I gave him like a big jawbone that he shaped into a club.
Wow.
Big
even the
metal
English that were the
chest
Gauls.
plate. Yeah. I mean, he's got fur that he's shaped, that he's made into more of a, more of his clothing and everything. And he's got like teeth on his gauntlets, stuff like that we can play with, because he's more of a Beastmaster character. And so he's taken that and used it for his weapons.
Wow.
You could use the teeth motif on an African even.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Then Chiru is the kid in the background running, and he's the youngest of the team, but he's more of an Indian kid from India. So he's got the darker skin, he's got that look to him. The influence will be more based on that, but he's not, we're not going to call it India. He's going to be from that region. But right now, this is just, more tribal. They're more coming from like tribes and kingdoms.
There's more kingdoms, but there are people that still live in the woods or forest or
right.
So we're gonna have a bunch of different type of cultures and influences, and
Murph and I both are Irish. I've got Scottish in me. I would say Mare is more along that side of things, and so he kind of represents that realm. And so you'll get that typical look. And then Sabra down below at the bottom, he's our archer. He is more of I would say a Middle Eastern type of guy. Like he's in that whole region. We're not going to name like exactly where it's at, but that's he's close to an Egyptian, or what would you say, Murph?
Yeah, no, I would say close to the Egyptian region.
Yeah, so he's got a little more ornamental clothing on, and and so you can see he's got a little more intricate detail in his gauntlets and in his overall outfit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so we wanted to play up on the regions and things like that, but when you put them all together, I think they go together very well.
So these guys could be like
team.
The medieval Avengers when you think about it.
Yeah. Right.
The medieval Avengers, sure. That'd be great.
Well, what's nice too with it being before the flood, and I think in real life too, is there was more technology there than even in the medieval times. Like, there'll be cool things that we have that you wouldn't think at that time. Like even with their weapons, there's things they can, kind of do. And we're gonna go into like why the pyramids, the Great Wall of China, like why all that stuff was going on. And then the Celestials are kind of a whole different thing too, and what they play a part in the world. And it's, Tolkien what he was doing with Lord of the Rings was trying to make a Europe mythology. He felt like they really lacked that. My goal here is to make a world mythology and try to make it where it all makes sense. Why so many of these different areas in the ancient world had the same thing, same structures. and so we're gonna go with a lot. And we both enjoy mythology too. I always loved Greek mythology. I thought it was great.
Did you see
cool.
Dojo Kun's comment where he said Sabra, the name for Sabra?
Yeah. Is that, I thought so too. Like, huh? I thought female, but
well,
okay.
you know, Arabic. I mean, you could think he was more Arabic. That would be almost the region he would be from in that area. You know,
that's true.
In that area. I mean, female. I'm not sure if it's only female, but
yeah, there are names that can be both. So it's
like unisex names, I guess. Right.
And there's reasons why they have the names that they have too. So
I know in Hebrew it's due to the punctuation whether it's female or male.
Yeah.
But Marvel has a Sabra that's from came out in the early 80s, maybe early 80s in the Hulk, and then in their first mega crossover, that 3 Contest of Champions.
Yeah.
She was from Israel.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That's cool.
She used to shoot quills or something like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think she was in a Union Jack. I think she was in a Union Jack miniseries, like over 10 years ago. Yeah, I can remember that.
An obscure Marvel character, but those are some of those are the fun ones.
I think so too.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
the
like
ones that are underutilized and haven't been exploited to their full potential.
Exactly. Yeah. One of my
used
favorite
over and over again.
Yeah.
The green laser.
Yeah, I mean that's why I like independent comics.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. If I get your book, I've not encountered these characters before, and I can kind of grow with the characters. But if I get an Amazing Spider-Man, I kind of know what it's going to be like.
Right.
Exactly. I guess there is a story behind how all things people from distant lands come together. Yeah.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mayor. He kind of brought this group together. He's been, he left his hometown at an early age, and he's kind of battled with different cultures for different wars, and they've kind of followed him as they've met, and they have, they're kind of doing their own thing right now. They have reasons they're doing stuff, and so the 5 of them kind of be together, and they've been, on a campaign of some sorts, and you kind of see where they're at when the book starts and something changes, and just like any other story, now they're going to be doing other things. But yeah.
Well, Apex, you're a comic historian. Tell me, have you read another comic? I haven't, and I've got 30,000 in my collection that takes you back to the time of Pangea.
I have not.
It's an original idea.
It's very original. Very. Getting back to Sabra, there's Dojo Kun mentions Marvel's Sabra is from Israel. She fought She-Hulk in Contest of the Champions.
But he doesn't tell us who won, did he?
You have to get the book yourselves.
Yeah,
at your local comic shop.
No spoilers. No
spoilers.
So everyone support your local comic shops. They
I have them, but I have to find them.
I have a reprint of the Contest of Champions, all 3 issues. I think it's the best John Romita Jr. art that I've seen, in my opinion.
That's cool.
Yeah, his early stuff was definitely pretty solid,
really
especially his Iron Man stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked his early stuff, too.
And you had Joe Rubenstein inking. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Who Joe Rubenstein gave Dale Keown an opening for Marvel.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. One of our own Comicsgate Dale Keown.
Yeah.
Way back in when he drew the Hulk. It was great.
The Pit Master.
That's awesome.
Pit Master, yeah. I can't wait to actually see Pit on an omnibus. I'll definitely buy that.
Man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Yeah. So, with this story, I think it's not just that we have Pangea, but I've never seen a comic that pulls together several mythologies and we're trying to explain what happened with these mythologies. Why were there Norse mythology? There's mythology in India. There's you see them with having like gods that they worship that are hybrid. They're half elephant, half man.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, why are they half elephant and half man? What happened? What were they worshiping? Why would that happen? And And when you look in like even Greek mythology, they have hybrid animals there. They have hybrid animals in Norse mythology. And so we're tying all that stuff together to look at it and go, there had to be a cause.
And people really worship them. These aren't just stories. These were
they really did worship this stuff.
Yeah.
So what made them worship this? What was it?
Was it ancient aliens?
Well, I mean, that's where everybody seems to go because the TV show.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's ancient aliens.
I don't
but a lot
either.
of people do.
Yeah.
But I think that, but you know, it does tie some of the religious stuff in our world that we know all together, and it makes it go, okay, wait, what is all that?
Well, we're still scratching our heads about the pyramids or the Mayan country. How did they move these giant rocks?
How did you build that?
How did you
Can't
build
put a piece
that?
of paper? Can't put a piece of paper in between them.
And how did you line it up to where it would line up with the summer solstice in Egypt as well as in South America as well as here or there?
Yes. It's like on the same longitudinal or latitudinal lines.
And we're happy to bring those answers here in our book. With the Celestials, we'll kind of all find the answers of what happened in our prehistory. And
how many pages is this going to be again?
30.
So this is the first act of 3, and it's going to be 30 pages.
Okay.
So this is Star Wars. The next one will be Empire Strikes Back, and then we get the Ewoks for the climax.
Oh my God!
That's right, Ewoks.
The elephant Ewoks or something. I don't know.
This is the first act of Star Wars.
Oh,
So comic 1 through 3 will be Star Wars. Then comic 4 through 6 will be Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey, I think we have an answer here that Dojo Con Comics mentioned. She-Hulk won, but the writer and artist made a huge mistake in that after she swats Saber down from their flying battle, She-Hulk was still aloft as if she could fly.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird, yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but it's weird.
It is. There's a question here, but Dojo Con Comics, will you be delving into the majority of the stories in the Bible mirror a lot of the Norse, Germanic, Roman, and other mythologies?
I mean, there's definitely this is our own story, but you're going to see influences on pretty much every type of mythology. And again, not just because we want to, but it just naturally, if you get into all of them, there is multiple ways that they intersect, and so it's just going to happen.
There's an old movie in 1962 called Lost Continent that is kind of like Island of Dr. Moreau, where the Atlanteans are experimenting on men and animals and having a cross hybridization. But the film starts out talking about these parallels. Why are there witches in South America and also Europe? Why are there pyramids? And I personally think it's because of the Tower of Babel. People were scattered and they took that building technology with them. And of course, it all started with Tubal-Cain, who was given knowledge to work brass and metal and other. I mean, if you follow the narrative, you see where technology come from.
Right.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Plus, we're going to be talking about giants. We're going to be talking about
every
Nephilim.
Culture has giants. All the mythologies, they all have them.
Yeah, and so that's where some of the biblical, I guess, influence would come from.
Oh wow.
Stuff like that. There's going to be influence from several places. So it's like, we're going to tie all that together. But it's, you say the Tower of Babel. I think that's interesting. How did they build that?
Right.
Yeah. So
I think people
be fun.
The interesting thing is people think it's a tower, but it was actually a city. If you go into the original language, it was a city, so it wasn't like one building. It was like a whole huge place.
But there was a giant ziggurat that was there, and actually in Iraq, Saddam Hussein was rebuilding that at the time. And it had a marker saying that this was a ziggurat from the king that lived then. From Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego story.
It's
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wasn't it Nebuchadnezzar?
Oh no. Well, I guess with the Tower of Babel, it would have been Nimrod.
Oh,
for sure on that.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, but the marker said Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the time of Abraham, that king.
Well,
there was a giant king.
Okay.
Well, he was. That would have been Nimrod was considered a giant, right?
Was he actually? Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you can look at the Guinness Book of World Records. Giants existed in the 20th and 21st century, even down to today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stories of giants.
A lot of skeletons have been found and everything.
Yeah. I heard there was 18 to 20 foot giants hidden in Easter Island underground.
Yeah, we've heard several stories of those being discovered. There's been in Ohio where we are, there is a lot of historical like newspaper clippings.
Oh yeah,
where people have found bones and like burial mounds, things like that, where they've found giants.
Oh, well, wow. There's pyramids all over the world. Most people don't even know there's pyramids in North America.
Yeah.
And they actually found a hammer in Texas encrusted. You can look this up. It has a little wooden handle that's becoming petrified. And the metal, they have examined that. And they said that there's no way that this was forged in present day atmosphere. So that is a remnant from the flood, which is in every mythology. Around the world, just about.
Dojo Con Comics has made here one more point, and then I'll shut up. That's okay, Dojo Con.
That's all right, man.
In many regions of the world, dragons are mentioned. In the Bible, Satan is compared to a dragon. Were there once a draconic creatures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Even in Asia, they had for the king, they'd have the dragon trainer. What I believe is dragons were what they were called before we named them dinosaurs. I think dragons were dinosaurs.
The tradition was that the first emperor was from a dragon, or was like a hybrid man dragon.
Yeah, yes, and that's why we're tying a lot of this mythology together because there's several things like this that overlap. It really does, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Eventually, we'll get to Sasquatch, maybe.
Oh yes,
possibly,
looking at the camera and walking a certain way. And
did you know that Bigfoot is public domain? You can use him.
He's been in a few comics. Yes, he's been on TV. He's been in the comic books and the movies. And where's his royalty check?
No doubt, man.
That's a great thing with all these mythologies. You can do whatever you want with them. They're all public domain.
So what is the? We were trying to remember the name of the museum in DC. Washington DC, the big museum.
And
Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian.
Yeah. I've been there. Yeah,
they have wiped away a lot of these giant bones.
Yes,
they have.
Oh wow.
They're saying, people discover them and people come and take them from the Smithsonian and they show up and like hide it. And so there's a lot of conspiracy theory behind that, but we don't need to get too crazy, but I'm just saying it's just interesting to me how many stories there are in America alone of giants and like how Indians have fought the giants.
Oh yeah.
And then we've even
giants in California.
Yeah, we've even heard some stories about Indians having their, because they do a lot of passing down of stories, and by doing that, they save a lot of their history through that. Much like Jewish people do, and they have stories where they actually fought giants. They have plenty of those stories around. So it's kind of interesting to me how that's that's a part of their mythology as well.
I don't think we really have a good grasp on time. If you take the average span of man, a modern man, 80 years, 80 years, 80 years, 3 generations, and you're back to 1776.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with Abraham, he was Noah was the 10th generation, and Abraham was the 20th generation.
Yeah.
And they live longer. I mean,
and that's not in the Bible. Like all religions have that their earlier people lived hundreds of years. All of Asia's history, they people living.
The atmosphere was different. I believe we had a canopy around the Earth, just like other planets in our solar system have a cloudy canopy that blocked out more of the UV rays.
Yeah, and keep the oxygen too.
But during the flood, the Bible says it came down from above and below the ground. You had a water level. And if you look at the Marianas Trench, the deepest place on the planet, it goes around the Earth like the seam of a baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's where it burst forth from.
Yeah, there's a question from Green Laser. Will Mir ride Nessie in a pre-flood look?
He will ride animals. Nothing in these first 3, but he will have something that he does ride down the road. Yes.
Will they be
but
like
not a reptile?
An ancient prehistoric rhino?
Oh, no. Actually, the creature he'll ride is not prehistoric. I'll just say that. So it's
wow. That'd be cool. I'd see
it's something we create, right? It's going to be our created thing.
No. He's going to ride something that's around today. I mean, it's going to be.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be great.
There's your prehistoric fish that they thought. This is an original painting that I bought from this gentleman in 2007.
Oh,
it's like a sketch card.
Yeah. It's like and then I think it's oil paint. And then he also did a phoenix.
Oh, nice. Oil painting that small?
That's small.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And but they thought this thing was extinct, but they first fished one out in the 30s, and there's been some fished out since then, so it's still alive, just in deeper depths.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But forever they thought this was the prehistoric ancient fish.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Well, they say there's even animals in the jungle that we've never seen.
Who knows if phoenixes really existed?
And that's another thing that's in multiple cultures.
Yeah. Dragons. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. It said Crazy Mad says Murph and Dirk are going hard in the paint today. There you go, man.
Man.
Yeah.
Crazy Mad's awesome. He's been a good support for us.
Yeah,
it's great. That's cool, man. I'm glad we have great people in the chats and all this wonderful CG.
Your colorist is knocking it out of the park. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He adds a new layer of depth.
Yep.
He really does. He with our wraparound cover, it really blew me away. I love the team cover, but man, when he colored the wraparound, it just hit the fantasy. Yeah, down at the bottom.
I like that you're showing superheroes, or you're showing heroes.
There it is. You passed it.
Oh, where is it?
Here,
right here?
Right there.
Okay, that's
but they're not necessarily wearing capes.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm heavily. I love Conan, so Conan influenced. I didn't tell him how to color this page or this cover. He did it like this, and he made it so classic fantasy looking to me. With the sky and everything like that in the background. Perfect for the logo to go over. So whenever you put the logo there, it just shines.
The nice sunlight shining behind it.
Oh my gosh, man. It was just like a perfect thing. So I was like, it's amazing to me. We didn't give him a color palette at all. He just took it and ran. So
wow.
He's just a great colorist.
That is cool.
Yeah. He also, I'm sorry. Dio Lima does the color for The Company Men by Kimosabe.
Okay. I think that's still on Indiegogo, is it not?
Yeah, I think it's on In Demand. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say that's one of the better projects for sure.
That's what I heard. Green Lizard says the Cola Lecanth was that ancient fish that Devil Flower was mentioning earlier.
Do we not have a plethora of knowledge in CG or what?
Yeah, we do.
Seriously.
Some brainiacs
really
here in the chat, man. Great. I'm learning every day.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so we think everyone that's into all of that stuff will be really happy with our book. I mean, there are stuff we're going to be making up and things like that, especially all the cultures. But, the Pangea makes the whole world a lot closer. So it's not far to go from this kingdom to that kingdom. Yeah. Because of that, too, they have, relationships or things that don't go well. And, there's evil, too, in this world that's trying to take out mankind. So there's a lot of different things we got going on. A lot of world building we have to do. So.
That's true. That's a lot of good work. And also, you've got DJ Lima, as mentioned, as colors, and Eric Weathers, which he's on almost every CG project known to man.
He really is.
Yeah.
He really is.
God, he must need 48 hours in a day to finish all these books.
I'm telling you, man. I couldn't believe he said yes. We were very fortunate for him, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always busy. He's trying to finish his own book.
Yeah, he is.
I'm doxing yesterday, but I do have these things at my fingertips pulled out to show tomorrow.
Look at that.
Very nice.
And it comes with the mythical creatures there. That's pretty neat.
Cool.
Where did you get
I buy
that?
stuff just for the packaging,
Yeah, we're
wow.
$7.99. What a deal. Yeah.
Where'd you buy that? You remember?
Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, many years ago. Let's see what year this thing is.
Holy mackerel.
Not sure. It has a little book here.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. Opens up. Yeah, I buy and then here's all the, who's in the tube, it tells you all the creatures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, groovy tube book. Yeah. Mythical beasts from around the world.
Wow.
Nice.
That is
DM
awesome.
me, guys. Research.
Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting thing when you talked about before the floods and we had more clouds, that reptiles will get as big as long as they live. So if you had a reptile live for 800 years, there's going to be a big boy by 800.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's what I think the dinosaurs were from.
2007.
I think they just kept growing.
2007? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
15 years ago.
So I can't believe how many people, you guys, just talking to you guys about all this stuff, and then people in the chat. I can't believe how many people we've actually talked to that not only love this kind of subject matter that we've been talking about with the lore and the ancient, history, but just people that actually have knowledge about it. Like they know some of the stuff we know, because they've looked at it. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. That is cool. All right. Now, good news, guys. You have a backer, 42 Green Laser.
Thank you so much.
You.
Yeah.
Yes. Woohoo.
And there's the link below for the Ballad of the Celestials,
So,
everyone.
We must have had two backers because it said backer 42.
Oh, yeah. I think
and
so.
didn't
Sometimes
it say 40
it doesn't
when we
show
first
up
started?
immediately.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a minute.
I
We
remember
were at 40.
Yeah.
So
I was number
Very cool.
32 last night. So, yeah, man. I'll be getting that book. It'll be fun. So, you guys have a shipping date for your project yet? Or?
So we're definitely want to be a lot sooner than what we're saying, but we're giving ourselves a bumper for 6 months after we're done with the campaign. So would be October is what we're telling people, but we're going to try to get it a lot sooner than that, but just giving us some leeway just because of how the world is going. And we've heard so many horror stories for people.
Oh, yeah.
Printing and all of that. So
yeah, that's a beast in itself when you think about it. I would say on my project, I'm going to be like close to a year, even though I have that penciled, inked, and lettered myself already. I just need to, I have my colorist to color it out and fulfill that. So I'm going to get plenty of time for that one. Definitely.
Yeah, We were on Lord Crackhead's stream tonight.
Oh, I love Lord Crackhead. Yeah.
I mean, I got on there and just was in the chat and listening because just wanted to see what was up. And they were all talking about, like, when should you put your shipping date, and when should you set it. And Miss Rena, she was asking in the chat, and I was trying to answer, and I was just like, we set ours 6 months out. And Bancroft, he came on and said the same thing. He was like, it's kind of an unspoken thing that people set it 6 months out right now. He goes, because there's the paper shortage,
Now, is that 6 months out from when the campaign ends? Say after 2 months?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I put it, what did I do?
I thought you put it to October, right? 6 months after March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh no, that would be good.
It's 6 months from the start of the campaign is what I did.
Okay, 6 months from the start. Is that what that Mike on them were saying?
Yeah, well, he said, 6 months out because, that gives you time to get your printer ready and finish up any last things you got to do. We'll have to color the book, and then we have to get it lettered.
Yeah,
but
that takes time.
Yeah, but I think the majority is like, you just want to make sure you give yourself a good buffer for the printer because there are a lot of people I'm hearing that have their books just waiting. Like Kemosabe was talking about it, Company Men has been sitting at the printer.
Oh my God.
For, I think, at least a month or two.
Well, I mean, Billy Tucci had to change on the She Omnibus, which I know you got, APEC. Instead of the velvet ribbon or whatever, the ribbon, he went with something different, like a paper, instead of, because it was going to wait like 2 months or a month to get the ribbons in. Shortage of ribbon.
Oh,
crazy.
Wow. That is
crazy. Let me pull on your beard, Murph.
You guys are having
perfect.
These beard zerker
got
beards.
The barbarian streaks in it.
Right?
That's funny.
Yeah, can't help it. It's all the electricity from day one of going.
Static.
That's awesome.
Static, man. No kidding.
Yeah, Kenneth Rookefort's also waiting on his book, to get printed because of that.
You know what? I wish he could put it back on there. I want to support
I know. It's so
He'll
good.
Get more backers. I swear he would. He would definitely get more backers. So Kenneth Rookefort, if you're going to watch on the replay, please put that out on Second Chance campaign.
No doubt.
I haven't had a chance to support it, and I know
I
had
missed
a little time.
Yeah. It shut down before I was able to back it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's terrible. I was wanting it so bad.
I bet he would actually just he'll sell at least 200 to 300 more books.
Oh man.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. Oh.
It really is.
Yeah. So I gotta follow him on Twitter, by the way. I can say and message him on that. Give him an idea. Come on, Kenneth. Second Chance campaign, buddy. Let's do it. Do it.
It's funny you mentioned the ribbon though. I have the TMT books and they have ribbons and it's so much.
Yeah.
I wish every book had it. It's so nice having those ribbons.
Oh,
God. In place and
I have this Dark Horse Conan book has a ribbon placeholder on it. That is so beautiful.
Yeah, I wish everyone. It's very rare to get them, and
I can't remember if Warts and All had a ribbon or not.
I've got a copy of it. Let me go. Yeah, let me go look at it. Excuse me. Yeah,
I think it did. Like the box.
I really like it. I like the ribbons a lot.
I do too. Yeah, I kind of hated to see that he had to change his plan if he was willing to wait. But there is something to be said for being expeditious with getting the book out.
Yeah,
because has 80 something she's that he's going to be putting in omnibuses.
No ribbon on this one.
Okay, but they had a one with a slipcase too.
Okay. I just got the regular book without the slipcase, so.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much that. Yeah. It's a beautiful book.
I'll get mine here.
Calendar's on the wall. I've got another calendar to write on. I don't want to write on my Cyberfrog calendar. Screw that. free advertising for EVS.
Yeah.
Happens to happen to slip on my channel and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. So there. Nah.
Oh.
It'd be great if he did. So who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I'm missing a ribbon in my reprint of the TMT books. I think issue number 2.
Yeah, I think there was something. There was like a whole bunch when they re-put them out. That there are some that do miss it.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, what you got to show, Rex?
Oh yeah, it's got a ribbon. So there's
nice.
green ribbon.
Oh, on the cyber front, really? On the slipcase? I didn't know that.
Slipcase with the frog. Yeah, I bought a couple of the. There was only 1,000 of these that went in the slipcase.
Oh, you lucked out. I wish I did. I blew that.
No, I ponied up over $400. You know.
Woo!
Yeah.
Boy,
get two of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I got two of them. Yeah.
Ethan didn't and left his as a regular size hardcover instead of making it oversized like it should be.
And he had to open it. He had to split every one of these open to sign them.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He regretted that.
Oh, that's a pain. Oh my God. Wow.
Did everyone know that when they were getting it?
I'd never heard of that.
He didn't even know that till that he would have to do that. But that they were going to be signed. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. EBS signature. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
And like I say, these two books, because you've got the Frogapalooza book with it as well.
Oh, damn. That's awesome.
You're seeing this for the first time like I am, because I haven't even looked at these things.
Oh, look
sorry,
at
Uncle. I just haven't.
Hey, we're revealing it for him, man. He should give you thanks.
I bought 2 of them.
Right? Hell, I bought 2 of those freaking Wrecked Planet boxes, and of course, he's on his slowly but surely on his way to finishing those. This ought to be great. I can't wait to get it, but I'm not going to hold my breath on them. It could be the end of the year for all we know.
I'm waiting on my Charlie's London.
Oh, really? Wow. Still waiting on that? I think you got a message her. I got mine.
I don't want it now. there's ice outside.
Fly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll have to go ship it to you.
It's it looks like a good book too, though.
Yeah, I was a light backer. I'm a big Charlie Chaplin fan.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course, we love Charlie's London. God bless her. She does a great job writing it. Yeah.
I don't think she streams enough for me.
Oh, she should.
Yeah.
I can't see them all, but I have many omnibus. I don't collect everything. So probably. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, those things are a good investment when you think about it.
Well, I feel like I have to, like, if you don't get them to get the % off, and not even that, like, to get the market at 125, they go so quick. Then they're like $200 a piece. So it's
right.
I have way more than I've read. Like, it's going to take me forever to read all these.
I know. I'll find time to do it.
Yeah. It's hard to decide, but yeah, the turtles, I wanted all of them. So I got all of the turtle ones that they have. And then I'm definitely going to get everything X-Men. So slowly they're coming out to get them. And then little things here like Batman or Venom or
never
Guardians.
Taking that out again.
I mean, right? Aren't comics like drugs? They're not.
Oh man,
they're drugs you can actually sell back at a greater value when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Man.
I'm so glad I'm into this kind of hobby and / business.
Oh
no doubt.
People don't know what they're missing.
They don't, man. It's like comic book, those are for kids. And look out for people like France and Italy and other countries. And Japan, they value comics and / manga or whatever. I mean, especially Japan, they make a manga out of everything, a comic book out of every subject, topic. I bet there's a comic on lawn mowing, for crying out loud.
Yeah. You can't tell it today, but it taught me how to read.
Yeah, exactly. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Format for kids because you have visuals and of course telling a story.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
you'd almost have to get a dictionary at times because they'll just hit you with words, and it's like, what the heck is that word? What
You
is
learn
that
a word every
remember
day.
I was reading Aztec Ace. Remember that book from Eclipse?
Yeah,
15 copies.
I got the first issue
Baxter
of that.
paper.
Yeah, Baxter paper. Remember
Time
that?
travel. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That was the first time I heard the word doppelganger.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just certain words. The first time you hear them, you know where you first read them in. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was before I knew in Avengers that got me collecting during George Perez's first run on Avengers.
Wow.
It was talking about they were on the world that the All-Star Squadron was on. And so it was a parallel Earth. I didn't have any of that in my concept. It expanded my consciousness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that one villain that the All-Star Squadron fought is was it Digit something? He's like some Nazi guy with a black uniform with a big D on his little side pocket.
Oh, that's Perdigaton.
Perdigaton, that's it.
Yeah, he goes all the way back to the Golden Age.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with one of my favorites, Vandal Savage.
Oh man, absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Caveman takes a nap by this radioactive meteor that's fallen, and he crawls up to it to get warm, and he becomes immortal.
Oh,
what a great story!
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, Green Lantern. There's about 4 or 5 websites you can get your omnibuses on half price off. So yeah, they're out there. I don't think I could do it if they didn't have them half.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah,
I can't pay $125 for an omnibus for it. Sorry, not gonna happen.
Maybe once, but you do it 5 or 6 times, and you're taking out a mortgage on your place.
I gotta take out a mortgage for my omnibuses, please.
Yeah, really.
You can build a house on a bunch of your omnibuses. Hey, guy from Redneck. Hello, thanks for coming on. Hey, cool. All right. So eventually, I'm sure once your stories are collected, that's going to be. I'm assuming maybe an omnibus, huh?
That's the dream, honestly, to have it.
Oh yeah,
art oversized, and I'd love to.
I think there's a hunger for like art styles like you have and Kozor and some of these other projects that are non-superhero.
Yes,
I think there's a real hunger for all genres, but especially this look.
Yeah, fantasy's a little underrepresented, I believe, and
that's why Game of Thrones did so well.
Well, but
it was like
just this week alone, I've seen several people bring in some of the fantasy back, so it's been kind of cool. Seeing a few of the creators bringing those books back, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Fiendish is one of them. Fiendish.
Yeah, she's creating a great world and an interesting
and let's
story.
face it, she's so talented she could work on any genre probably.
She could. She really could. Yeah,
that's right.
I've got to get her to do something for me.
I know, right? I'd hire her in a second.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's a busy lady at Rennie Draws, I tell you.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to her channel, please do. And if one of your mods can get Rennie's link there, it'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll have her come on. I want her on my stream sometime. That'd be great. I mean, great just to ask her some questions.
Just put the volume down real low because she screams at very high.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yeah, she's so adorable. Oh wow,
she is adorable.
She's something else.
She's a plushie from Taiwan.
Yeah, I did read Log today and one of my alternate packages, and it's pretty good. Log is like a 12-foot log with arms and legs.
Apex.
The big axe.
Yeah, I mean, I advertised in like 5 different books. And Log's going to be one of them. Of course, that had to be that's if he got my files and everything. He's not gotten back with me. It's driving me nuts.
Wow. Yeah, I finally got my file into Peter Samedi for my Fembat book. I was last week, so that's going to definitely be in Blood Realms issue 10 if you guys want to pre-order that, if it's available. So I'm going to at least order 5 copies of it. Try to sell it out.
I'm glad you told me that because I made sure that was one of the ones that I bought. So
Thanks,
I could get your ad.
Yeah.
Also, so you guys are putting ads in his book.
Yeah.
Okay.
25 bucks a pop. You
I
can't
put
beat
an
it,
ad.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full page ad.
Full page.
And like inside back covers, like 75. The back cover, the very back of the book is 100.
Yeah.
Very affordable. They've
Yeah,
got
it is.
$25, $50, $75, and $100 tiers.
Nice. Oh,
Of course,
man.
some of them go pretty quick, but
they do.
Yeah.
You gotta catch it like lightning.
yeah,
That's
I've got
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Apex, I think he offered more advertising. It went like grease lightning in the fall campaign because it was the first time he offered. And then this time it seemed like some of the tiers stayed around longer. But he offered more. I mean, there was up to 7 ads in some books.
Oh, it's great.
Wow.
Man. That's cool.
Yeah.
How do you know when it's available? Like when you can
you got
to
catch
put it
some
on
of these.
Twitter or?
Yeah, I think so. And also
it's
some of these
still
live
available.
streams.
They've still got some up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If we
Yeah,
get
we'll have to hit it up.
Yeah.
And it was a no-brainer for me because people will be getting their books in March, and I launched my book at March 1st.
Okay.
And the Ash Can before that. But then you make it into the comic shops, plus you can get it on the website, plus they have second or third printings sometimes.
Oh,
They
wow.
may run your ad again.
Man.
So for that rate, you can't beat it.
Yes.
No. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that for sure.
So you could contact hey, if we get a mod to put Alterna Comics link up there, it'd be great too, so these guys can
It's
get in touch
up
with
now.
Oh, it is.
And
yeah.
The next time will be in the spring. Before they take this one down, they'll launch another one for spring
campaign.
And then summer,
fall,
and winter.
And winter. Yeah. 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
my
awesome.
campaign's going to run 6-7 months. So,
why not?
You know, those ads are going to pay off. And then, you know, in the spring campaign, I may get a few more because it'll still be up in demand.
Yeah. In the demand. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're getting into the comic shops. You're for the ones that support the campaign, they're getting them first in their hands. And those are the ones you really want to reach to. And the people in the comic shops, the new readers. Plus, if anybody gets the back issues at Alterna on their website, it's a no-brainer, guys.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's really nice.
Cool, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Do a little advertising.
Yeah.
It can't hurt. I mean, with that price, you can't beat it. Definitely.
Right.
If you can get a back
thanks for letting
cover,
us know. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and there's still some up now. I mean, for $25 a full page ad, come on.
Yeah,
guys.
I do before they raise prices.
That's cool.
But you know what? Even on this campaign, in the fall campaign, they had $6 shipping. This winter campaign, which the books will be coming out sometime in March, was $5 shipping. You can't beat that.
No way, man.
And they're shipping bundles and other stuff.
Looks like you made a little bit of money tonight, guys. $1,459. Thank you very much, chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's support our wonderful Comicsgate campaigns like Ballad of the Celestials. And you guys on the rewind, just check it out and check out the campaign. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. It's going to come out. And just whenever it's ready to come out, maybe 6 months, maybe longer, who knows? But
I'm hoping it'll be shorter.
Yeah, hopefully shorter. Yeah, we'd like
Celestials greater than Eternals.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure a Ballad of the Celestials movie to the point from the comic. Damn it. None of this. So search my feelings. I didn't bother watching the Eternals. I don't know how. I don't even want to watch it. So
I liked it. I liked the Eternals.
Yeah, I liked it too. I did.
I thought there was I was worried because they kept talking about the cast being so diverse.
Okay.
But there was no SJW stuff in it at all.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was. I like team stuff, so I really liked it even more.
Do you think that they kind of steered it toward that way?
It doesn't seem like the film ever was trying to be preachy about anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, to steer it back to the fans and just telling a good story instead of being subversive and actually going after that.
I don't know, because it doesn't feel edited in a weird way. Like it feels, you know, I feel like it. You know, I expected it for stuff, and I was pretty surprised for it. Didn't actually. There's a thing that they talk about. One of the characters is about giving technology to humans, and he kind of starts hating humans because of all the war. But then later on, he says that war brings technology for medications and everything like that. So it causes his life as much as death. And I'm like, you know, they didn't really hit much upon that, but that's a pretty deep conversation to have, you know. War brings more weapons, but then also brings technology to, you know, heal people who are sick. And that's a good point, you know. Good things can come out of terrible things. And so to me, that's very on SJW. To have a positive about war, like I was like, wow, that's a big thing to say there.
Well, I remember when Captain America First Avenger came in, he mentioned God in there.
Yeah, the Avengers movie. Yeah,
there were people applauding in the theater.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss people applauding at theaters. Wow.
People applauded for the Spider-Man movie.
They did. I did.
It was great. Oh,
I mean, how many wow moments have you had in the theater? I mean, really wow. I forgot till I watched an old documentary on Star Wars when the Millennium Falcon first streaks off into hyperspace. Everybody went, wow. They were like, never seen anything like that. Right. Now it's just every day, you know?
It is every day. That's funny. Yeah, it is every day. Yeah.
But back then it was like, wow. And let's face it, I was talking to my friend today about Star Wars, who has still not watched Star Wars still today. I thought, man, what century are you living in? But, you know, the lines were there for a year and a half in the theaters.
Oh yeah,
that book went. I saw it in the 33rd week of showing here in my town, and everybody in line was saying, "I've seen it 6 times. I've seen it 5. How many times have you seen it?"
Heck yeah!
My first
God,
time.
I miss those days. I miss those days.
And I sit all the way to the back.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It really was.
Yeah, it was a phenomenon. And then if you think about it, that wasn't the only movie that Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind was out at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And I really think it was like the Passion of the Christ. It got people coming back to the movies.
Yeah,
it did.
Because the movies were kind of in a lull. You know, Jaws was the big movie before that, of course, for Spielberg.
Yeah, Jaws.
And kind of got people to come back. And then around the time of the Passion of Christ came in, they were in a lull. But then
there was a lot of boring stuff.
Theater, a week later, Shrek 2 topped the Passion. I don't think that would have happened without the Passion in the theaters for so long and people seen it multiple times. I saw it 3 times myself.
Wow.
The early 2000s did kind of have a renaissance of movie. You had the Matrix, the Lord of the Rings, the Harry Potters, and I think then you had a lull after that when they were all done.
Well, the Hobbit, I think, came after that too.
Yeah,
right?
the Hobbit after a few years. Yeah, but really didn't have the success probably at the theater that Lord of the Rings did.
No way.
Yeah.
But the Episode 7 did really well in the theaters because people were waiting for new Star Wars. That was crazy.
And
then they found out
Han Solo dying. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, man.
Now, if we could brainstorm and bottle that up, we got something, guys.
Yeah. It's a shame that they didn't have Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia, and
in a scene
all together in a scene.
Yeah, one scene.
Fans wanted that, but Disney did not deliver. They're stupid.
They didn't even have Marvel. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, they didn't even have Leia hug Chewbacca.
No.
I know.
No.
I was like, what? How does that not happen? That just blew my mind, man. It blew my friggin' mind.
That did.
Well, it's the same thing Marvel's doing. You know, you go to see Tony Stark at the theater and you get
and the
you
comic
know,
store
female,
Williams.
you get something different in the comics. You have
They
a
dropped the
female,
ball.
They did.
female Thor, while there's a male Thor in the movie.
Right.
There's Cecil's talked about this. They're
He
fritting
has.
away the best cash cow that you could milk.
It's like printing money right there. Oh,
Yeah,
All
it's
you have
very
to
true.
do before the Captain America Civil War movie, a quick 30-second, hey, get the Civil War graphic novel at your Barnes and Nobles now, or at your local comic shop.
Yeah.
They run all these other crazy ads before the movies.
Those dumb ads of like local local
real
businesses
estate
or real estate and doctor drug company commercials. Screw that crap, man. Come on. Come on, Marvel and DC. If you're so great, advertise in the movie theaters. Duh.
Yeah.
And it would be great PR if you just said, okay, this is showing in this city, so that we will buy ad time for the local comic shop.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. Why weren't they giving away like ash cans or something at the movies? Like when these movies came out and they hit it so big, when the Avengers first came out, why weren't they giving an Avengers ash can away to all the kids?
Oh my God! Could you
know what I
imagine the
mean?
value of that
Now they
nowadays?
did have posters.
My gosh.
They did have posters. And they had a poster.
It's still not quite the same thing.
No,
it's not. No. I remember with Star Wars when they re-released in '97 and the second one, 99, they had the Star Wars, I think it was Cinerama, not Cinerama, one of those theater companies had a book that get as giveaways. I fortunately got one of those, and those things are rising up in value.
Look at that library behind Murph there.
Oh wow!
Drooling just looking at it.
Oh my God! Look at the omnibuses.
The Marvel red.
Screen that one.
You have a lot of red back there. A lot of Marvel red.
You got Uncanny X-Men. You got
there's my X-Men. There's some Batman.
Batman. And
these are all the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah, actually the Turtles it's oversized art, but the size, it's so convenient. They're some of the best, honestly.
Wow.
The ones. And they're a lot cheaper too.
And who prints that? Is that Tundra or is that someone else?
I guess Boom or IDW.
IDW is the one. Are you talking about the printer, or IDW is the one who publishes?
IDW.
They're great. If you like the Turtles, these are the best stories they've ever had.
But what's going to happen when they go out of business? They're like over $60 million in debt.
That's what I heard.
I don't know. They're great. They're amazing.
Well, they're not developing stuff like they're losing properties, like
they are, but they still have the Turtles.
I heard their Transformers is supposed to be really good. I haven't gotten into it though, but
I heard Robert Kirkman made by the Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Smart. That'd be really smart.
Yeah.
Really, IDW is doing the only thing. Really, one of the biggest publishers, kind of like Gladstone was for young kids. So if they go out, what's young kids going to experience?
All right.
Well, my first comics were the Ninja Turtles, not the Eastman ones, but they did the cartoon adventure ones. Okay. I had like 50 of those.
The Archie series.
Yeah, like those. Yeah. And that was my gateway then into the X-Men. And then it was like,
there you go.
This whole world, it was, and.
But now, did you have newsstands still around? Did you encounter it on the newsstands?
You could go to like CVS or Rite Aid. They'd have a comic spin rack and in the magazines. That's where I
not anymore. Kids can't bump into something that they
need to get kids reading again. Get spinner racks again. Get to the drugstores. Get your dollar shops. Dollar stores. Your Five Below. Places like that, Target, Walmart.
That'd be fantastic.
Bundles in plastic bags.
Oh my God,
it'd work great at Five and Below. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Think of digital. They both have digital apps.
You can get comics at Five and Below. They have like the 3-pack, or 5-packs. They're real cheap, and they're usually the comics you don't care for, but they do have them there.
Oh man, that's a market right there.
Oh, but sometimes I bought Batman and Spawn before in those packs.
Oh wow, yeah. Every now and then you'll hit one. Every now and then you'll hit one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they're terrible at advertising. They have digital
they are.
apps. You would
Oh my
never know
God.
that Marvel has an app to
No.
read comics on.
Mm-mm.
I know of it, just
Yeah.
to know. I've never seen it advertised. Never been on a website and like, hey, get this to read comics. So
it's funny about the 3-packs. There's always 2 good comics exposed, and you get your crappy comic in between. Let's stick this crappy one in. Let's make money. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, hey,
Why not? Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and promote some campaigns here. It's a crazy man.
Nice.
For Western, you get Aaron LaPressi's The Wraith of God on
nice.
Indiegogo, so check it out if you haven't already. And there's another Western, Snowman, which I've actually bought those 2, Snowman and Wraith of God. So check it out on Indiegogo.
Nice.
And of course, our friends Ballad of Celestials on Indiegogo right now.
Nice.
You too can have a Ballad of Celestials comic or book coming your way sometime this year. So yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
buy?
and we did
Right.
make a digital tier in case, because of how bad shipping is, people didn't want to
Yeah.
pay shipping. And everyone gets the digital. We want to make sure when that's sent out that people aren't like the digital fans can read it before the hard cover, before the physical. They all get the digital with their physical. So
Yeah. That's true. Oh, you can also get packs, your comic packs at Ollie's if you have an
Yeah, that's
Ollie's
true.
nearby.
Yeah,
And of course,
Ollie's
I've never seen that.
Yeah, Ollie's has omnibus. They have
And
a
they'll
few
have
omnibuses
graphic
and
novels.
graphic novels. Yeah, I've run into a lot of them.
oh yeah,
Hmm.
man. That is cool.
You must have a good
Definitely.
store.
Where do you guys live anyway?
Columbus, Ohio, and Dirk lives outside of Columbus.
Oh yeah, Ohio, man. Yeah, you could get some good stuff there, man.
Yeah.
Apex wants you to dox yourself.
Not really, but just curious where you guys can
Where-
get books and stuff. People want to know, so they might travel.
Yeah.
More
Oh, yeah.
tourism after this stupid COVID thing goes away. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, all my omnibuses are online because of the half price book places.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's not gonna go away.
All right,
I don't
we still
want
have
it
to
to.
learn to live with it. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
can have these weird secret people can have control. Oh, whatever.
Learn to live with it.
Just take your
Yeah.
vitamin D3, your K2, your zinc, your magnesium, vitamin C, work out, eat right, you're good. You know, try not to catch anything.
Oh,
That's how
was that
Yeah.
easy?
Yeah.
It's free information. I didn't have to charge anything for that.
True.
There you
Yeah.
Free. If you watch this channel, you'll learn stuff. There you go. From everyone, even the chat. Oh man, there's packs at Walmart too for those comics. So anyway, guys, over at I think they have 3-packs there, and they got 3-packs at all these I mentioned.
Oh,
And
Wow.
yeah,
I don't know
man,
about
need to
Walmart.
check out mine.
yeah. So I wish we
Oh,
had all these.
I
Yeah.
found it here, Apex. I'm looking at the Twitter screen, so I'm not seeing you. But
Okay.
this musician has a little thing up here of him playing a banjo. He really plays guitar. He's done records, but up here it says independent artist of 2022. You have to be a distributor, in management, legal, production, marketing, publishing, and creative.
Sounds
Yep,
like crowdfunding. There you go.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It is.
Yeah.
You have to do a little bit of it all.
Yep,
Thanks
we
for
did.
coming on, Redbank.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man, it's
a
been
daunting
crazy.
task to do, to launch your own book.
So Green Laser got the Deadpool minibus #2 at Ollie's a few days ago for $25.
Nice.
Sweet. Score.
Well, that's a good deal, man.
3-pointer
That's a really
for
good
Green
deal.
Laser.
No kidding.
Yeah, no
man.
doubt.
3-point. Wow.
From the line. Last second
Yeah.
shot. Now all he needs to do is score some Hellboy or something.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. Yeah, I've never read Hellboy. I've only seen the movies.
I've read maybe a couple of them. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
A couple of issues, I think. Yeah.
Mike
There's
Mignola definitely has a style all of his own. Yeah.
And also Screw On Head was another Mignola project that was on TV like 20 years ago. It's like he protects he's like a bodyguard for Abe Lincoln.
That's awesome.
Just Screw On Head. That's a pretty cool concept. There's lots of characters from those Hellboy universes. I think I forget the name.
I like the aquatic one.
Yeah, the aquatic guy. the sea guy.
Yeah, the missing link, I think.
And there's
well, they had Abe Sapien, right?
Abe Sapien.
He went back to the time of like the mid 1800s, like around Lincoln's time. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow. I can't name a few, but yeah, there's offshoot characters from the Magnolia universe in the Dark Horse.
Comics. With these, would you say in your books that it's quote origin, or does it kind of happen organically, or the whole thing's kind of an origin launch? Because to me, origins can be overdone, especially within superhero. But if you withhold stuff, look at Wolverine. It took them over a decade or 2 decades to tell his full origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not you're meeting these characters where they've, already, had a long life and have done a lot of stuff. You're actually going to get a lot of backstory into the generations before them.
Mm-hmm.
We say Mare's the main character with the battle axe, but to me, I want it to be more like a team book, like X-Men, where you have multiple characters that are important. Mm-hmm. And I always want it to not be driven by one person, but just for the first book, he's kind of the main character in it. His family have a big thing to do in history, and so that will kind of go as well.
So is there sort of a meeting place, a melting pot? Because we know that there's different tribes and they're diverse, so they have to come together somewhere. So do they go all over? Or is it like a melting pot? Like there's one big place that everybody goes to meet?
No, there's not one. No, there's not one big place. But there are times where that does happen. Like during the winter, there might be a kingdom that gets some other kingdoms to come their way just because of their terrain and things like that to survive for the winter. And you have celebrations and things like that. But Mir and his group, they're from all over the world. It's just because he's kind of went here and there trying to find his own way in life because his family is so well known for previous wars, and he's kind of met these other warriors in battle, and they've kind of stuck with him because of him and because of his family's renown.
And they meet at the round table. There you go.
That's what really did it for me for Lucas. That was pretty smart. Even though it's set a long, long time ago in space, he had different environments. You go to a swamp planet, Hoth, who's a frozen planet, and you deal with those different environments, and then how they adapt. That's very smart. And they're even doing that today in the Star Wars franchise.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. That world building is one of our favorite parts. So even not just these characters, but in the first book, they're kind of going towards a place, and then that place will be more in the second and third, kind of what's going on there and what cultures live there and why. And so, and every kingdom will have something specific that they're known for, whether it's like clean water or weaponry or different type of things.
Now, is there a currency? Does your world have currency at this time?
There's going to be a common tongue, because it's before the flood. Common tongue, common one language, common one currency. And I would say though, because there are cultures that don't live in a kingdom or behind walls, they do more like trading,
barter and trade,
trading than currency. But within the kingdoms themselves, yes, they'd have a currency that they kind of share for different things. But even the cultures, they kind of trade more than actual currency wise, for whatever they'd want.
If your code need another coat, you are
exactly. Yeah.
No. Here's a question from Green Laser. Murph, are your novels written in this world?
Yes, this is
the
ancient world before the flood. This is Earth. Yeah. Not anywhere else. This is our history and why all of our cultures kind of have the same mythology history.
So this is pre-flood. Really, you could deal with almost like Superman. If you put him on a red planet, he's normal. If he's under a yellow sun, he's Superman with powers. So now we're in an atmosphere that's pre-flood. These people could have more strength, perhaps, or
well, I won't, but they can live longer because of that.
They can live long. Well, that's for sure.
Like 600 years or whatever.
Yeah. So the stories can go longer. You know, the comics, these guys have been 35 for their whole lives.
I just think it's fascinating.
Years.
Since
I
the
just
30s.
think it's fascinating that we have pre-flood artifacts here in North America. Of course, the continents were together and they broke apart and all that kind of overflowed. So it makes sense and was buried. And that's why we have the fossil record, in my opinion. Not that there couldn't have been a flood before that flood.
Sure.
In fact, the tradition of that goes back, you know, I have one called the Luciferian Flood that they say wiped out. That goes all the way back to 1870s, an edition of that. And that's probably prior to that. It goes back even further.
Wow.
But a lot of Christians don't know that in the tradition.
Green Laser's asking, novels written in the same setting and with the same character. Yeah. So it was like 10 to 12 novels in this world with these characters and characters added along the way. Yeah. I wasn't writing different time, but it all took before the flood. It's, you know, all of these characters and, you know, the characters change a lot. Things happen to the world that I had planned off. So there might be a place you really like and something happens to that place. There's a lot of stuff for us to focus on. I'm going to have Atlantis. We're going to have Atlantis.
The largest continent. You look at the fossil record down in Antarctica, and it was tropical at one time.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You find tropical fossils down in Antarctica under the ice.
Ooh, don't want to know if there's going to be a comet strike.
Not in our book. There's not going to be anything with comets. To me, I'm taking it as Pangea split, not just because of the flood, but as the flood said, waters came up from the ground, and that's where it's connected. That's what I feel it is. So
it come from both directions. I feel you know.
It said that it never rained before that, and that's why it was rained for so long. But then the water also broke up the land too,
which doesn't mean that there wasn't rivers or falls or things like that, lakes.
Yeah.
But
Ferret's in the chat. Hey, Tank Ferret.
Hey, Tank.
Tank was with us this morning. Yeah,
he's a good guy, man. He's so cool. Yeah, we had him on my earlier streams, and we had him on, I think, a couple of weeks ago for their Gun Demon campaign on Indigo. Go check that out too, guys. Yeah.
Definitely. What's nice is we can even make land that doesn't exist anymore because it fell in when the continent split up. You know, so it gives us tons of room to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's amazing that when they had those big underwater earthquakes, that it liquefies the ground, like in Japan, to where they're actually losing, and all the continents they're losing a couple inches a year.
Yeah.
So it is, the land masses are getting smaller.
It isn't California supposed to fall in anyways?
That's what I heard.
They've been saying that all my life.
It's going now. They might as well fall in the ocean. I mean,
Well, Yosemite's supposed to blow up, right?
That's a scary thing when you hear about if that happened. What would it do?
Was it in 1980 Mount St. Helens blew up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Is he?
And what's amazing, have you seen the big crystal caves, like is in like the Jules Verne movies, where there's these huge crystals? It's 10,000 feet down in South Mexico, and eventually, that's a chamber that they had to drain, but they had these giant crystals. I've got pictures. I need to get those magazines. I've got a couple of magazines that feature them, and this little guy's on this giant crystal, with these other giant crystals going everywhere. Wow. It's like a pocket in the earth. Now, if they found some big mushrooms, I'd really be amazed.
Oh, hello. Money for shrooms.
That was amazing.
Our own market right there. Crystals and shrooms. There you go.
Well, that's the funny thing, though, too. Like, even the core and everything, like, we have no idea. Like, we can't even dig that far into the earth. Like, we have no idea what's in the middle. And they say
we know more about the moon than we do the oceans.
That's true.
Well, they were working at the oceans, and whatever they found, they're like, well, let's get off planet now.
Yeah, right.
That's
Go
what
to
NASA did in the
Mars.
beginning.
The hell are
Yeah.
they thinking?
Yeah. John
Let's go
Carter
to
of Mars.
Colony of Mars.
Yeah,
So-
Jim Carter.
Are we gonna find some John Carter characters, like a giant 8-foot green guy and a freaking 4-armed white beast-looking guy there?
Mhm.
We got Deja Thoris. We're gonna have Deja Thoris on Mars. Come on, Elon Musk, give us some answers.
Yeah. If you had her, I'd want to go.
Yeah, I want to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, right. All right. What's the green laser mentioning? Oh, it's Star Trek lines. Crystals are cracked and the Klingons are coming. Uh-oh.
Yeah. The lithium crystals.
Lithium crystals got it with the power of
Yeah.
the ship here. We
But
don't
I
have
like
enough.
I like the later episode where they shrank this alien race was trying to take them out of the galaxy or out to the known universe, the barriers, and they shrank them down to cubes. And one person gets crushed in the guy's hand. It's like styrofoam or something, but
Oh, wow.
they reduce him down, like dehydrate you into cubes
Oh
with
my
these
God.
belt devices.
He was a red
Oh, I
shirt. Is
remember
that
that.
Yeah, he's a red shirt. You know the red
Yeah.
shirts die.
Of course.
That was some OG Star Trek right there, man.
That's awesome.
Wow. 3 years and 30+ episodes each. God, that's when TV that made tons of episodes. Now it's like, 8 episodes. Oh, it's a season. Let's wrap it up.
Well, I know you're getting ready to wrap up, but I have to ask these questions
Yeah.
real quick.
Okay,
Sure.
that's
Outside
fine.
the
I'm
book
having fun.
handy.
That's
Do
good.
you have a Hydra or a Kraken or a
Maybe.
Leviathan or a Behemoth?
Maybe.
Maybe.
There will be things that are like
Ye-
that.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
It is funny because I don't want to say things for certain because the one thing with the comic and the novel, a comic is so different because you can feel how
Yeah.
things flow and then how Derek draws something too. So
Oh, wow.
and Derek's very creative. So I'm going to say most times than not, it's going to be something new than something. But
Yeah.
Okay.
it's not like I'm afraid to go to those things. Hey, I think those are cool and possible. I mean, there will be stuff on the, there will be times they're on boats and.
Well,
And,
I think that
going to
it's
sea
pretty
as well,
wild when you look at the fossil record and you look at the mythology. Like in the Greek mythology, you had the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Well, they were finding skulls, and we still find skulls, even with hair and meat in these colder regions, like in Siberia, like they did, or in the plains where the nomadic people were, the Huns. But if you look at the skull of the mammoth, where the nose, like a modern day elephant, there's a big cavity. So it looks like an eye socket in the skull. So they surmise, and those were found at in Crete, even on islands. So at one time, I mean, Hannibal took some of those, right, to invade Rome with over the mountains, the elephants. And one of them was a gigantic, and it's surmised that it was a more prehistoric, larger elephant than the rest. But the very last one, they said, and I can see that, but they would find these prehistoric skulls, and you can still find ivory and, hair and tissue. They're trying to, but I think it's interesting when you look at what was, where you could see they would mistake that for a cyclops because the elephant skull does have a large cavity where the nose would be, the trunk.
The trunk, man. Yeah. Let's go and promote another campaign. We got Shadow of the Kraken. That's a Vinny Taramella's project. It has some beautiful artwork to check out, guys. When it's still on Indiegogo in demand, check that out if you will. Yeah,
I'm trying to seed you with ideals, guys.
Yes, you are, man.
Free of charge.
Sorry, that Devil Fire is a wealth of knowledge, man. Thanks, Rex, for providing all
well,
that. That's really
and
cool.
I was a huge fan of Odysseus. I read that as a little kid, and I loved that adventure. I thought that was so great. So our characters will be on the seas as well. And there will be a time because there's going to be a lot more characters than the 5 we're talking about. Like the second book, we're going to add a good number. So there'll probably be a time where the group breaks up and will be something down the road where
Yeah.
One of the groups is on the sea, while the other group's on the land, and finding different
have different quests to go in
Yeah.
different areas. Yeah.
and even islands, and have cultures that are still on the islands outside.
I love the idea. You can go anywhere with this. It's all unexplored.
Yes.
The world as it was, and
Yep.
you get to define that.
Yep.
You know what was
Yeah.
if you catch a fish, would it look like a modern day fish?
Right.
Or I mean,
Exactly.
that's what I loved about those deep space things that I mentioned earlier. Is they were in deep space. You didn't have to use the Klingons or the Andorians or any of the. You could make up new races. It was all new, fresh. It was the Wild West, if you would, and that's what this is: the Wild West in ancient Earth.
Yeah.
Animals can make up animals that we want.
Yeah. And just to find, well, what happened or how technologies, I mean, like currency, you don't think about that till you need it. Because it's been around for thousands of years,
Right.
But it's amazing what some cultures did without the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. How? I don't know how they did that.
They didn't even have that wheel, but they can raise these giant stones that are hundreds of tons.
Must have to do with electromagnetics.
We can't even do that with cranes today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How'd they do it?
I think electromagnetics somehow.
And we can't really fathom that in our minds that ancient man could have that. Yet every indication is their technology was more advanced and more lasting because it was built out of stone. And so to me, the easy route is to say, aliens did it.
Yeah.
And then that's to rob mankind. Really, if you think about it, that robs mankind of all the accomplishments.
Yeah.
Think of the people of Atlantis. They're like hundreds of years ahead.
Oh, if you're going to do the Atlantis thing, look on YouTube where the real Atlantis was in.
They think they
on land in Africa.
Yeah. They think they found it because they can see enough of things underwater at a place. Yeah.
Oh, well, there's that too, but there's also a strong argument for being in Upper Africa.
Oh,
you need to check that out just for your research.
Okay.
I believe that because you see flood, and it's in the Sahara Desert now, so it's all preserved.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube.
I've seen where they put
you
it
can get a
over
PhD on YouTube.
Good.
Yeah. I've seen it in a couple different places. Upper Africa, but over on the in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, over.
So it's interesting
on the left side. Yeah.
Of
Africa. Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Very cool. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. So
awesome.
We've been going all day.
That's
We've had
great.
a crazy 24 hours.
I love it. It's a great 2 hours, man. Wealth of information. Man, this is like the learning channel, sort of. So remember to back Ballads of Celestials. There's a link below that. Check that on Indiegogo. Plus, we have Gun Demon as well. Check those projects out.
Yeah.
And, of course, you got Devil Flyers. Let me go.
It's further on up, and my channel. Up. I need some love, man. I'm showing.
It's going to get you some exposure.
I mean, go night.
You have earned it. Here's Devil Flyer. There's a link for his channel here.
Man, I need some love. Need some views. Come on, guys.
Oh, there's it again. And and here, what is it? I'm trying to search up and up. There's so much going on.
Satan is compared to a dragon,
Yeah, right. Here's the Ashcan Psalm too. So there you go. Check those out. All right, and of course the channel.
Thank you, Green Laser.
That's Green Laser. Man, you guys
thanks a lot.
Good mods tonight. I'd like to thank all the mods. I like all the people in chat who's shown up.
Good to meet you, Dirk and Murph.
Yeah,
nice to meet you guys too.
Project looks awesome.
Thank you.
We'll keep in touch on the Twitter, and you have you guys back on sometime. And
that'd be great.
Coming on your channel.
That'd be fantastic.
Cool. All right. So thanks, everyone. We have new comments. I gotta give these guys. There you go. Oh yeah, here's Devil Flars Ashcan again. There you go. Thumbs up. Good. They like the show. Thanks. Cool. So thanks, everyone. And on the rewind, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. God bless everyone. And as always, you're welcome. You're always welcome. All right. Have everyone a great night. Ciao for now.
Good night.